Alright, red-black aggro. So, Spawn of Mayhem's like a card that seems reasonably powerful. It just hasn't quite found a fantastic home in the format just yet. One of the challenges that goes with this card is that a lot of the good one-drops with red and black are red. And in order to have enough red lands in your mana base to support playing a red one-drop on 1 into a black drop on 3, we just don't quite have the mana good enough for that. So this build is favoring playing 6 black one-drops, only 4 red. So we'll see how the mana goes. Is something I'm going to want to be thinking about. Hey, Zigdags, greetings from YouTube Looker. GP Toronto this weekend. Is just kind of Nahiri good, right? JK, it was never good. I appreciate the people who get it and just play the deck that they like playing. Thanks for the 7 months, Zigzag. I appreciate that. Welcome back. You think Footlight Fiend is better than Fanatic? Maybe. I don't know, like, Fanatic is, like, really good with Judith. Like, it turns into a shock. Diagonal Monkey is pretty strong. I get that the mana's not ideal to have black one-drops and red one-drops, but, like, Diagonal Monkey is definitely the better card if we can cast them both equally. The blue-green elves deck we played today felt really good. I'm going to be updating the list on my website to be the blue-green elves deck that we played today. This curve is sweet. I believe the kids would refer to this curve as lit. That being said, this might be a really bad deck to be playing in this bracket. We played against a lot of Sultai in the last few matches, and like these cards these cards don't have text boxes in this matchup is effectively what it comes down to. Like, you have a hard time beating through Wild Growth Walker's pile of life gain, and like a 1/3 just like looks at your 1/2 for 1 and just like laughs in its face. So the last time we played red-black aggro matches like this seemed impossible. Hey, thanks for the Prime 7-7. I mean, Sultai's not even the fun police of the format. Like, the Nexus decks are really good against Sultai. Sultai's just the deck that, like, punishes the aggro decks in this format. I don't think that's strictly true, Beef Rich. Like, we played against a lot of things today. It just, like, happens to be the third... This just, like, happens to be the third Sultai match in a row. Like, there's actually been a lot of everything in what we've been playing so far. That's not how Skewer the Critics works, FNC Sunshine. I agree. I think decks like this are very reasonable against the interactive decks, and the mid-range decks kind of devour it. I have no idea. No idea how the letter works. Yes. I just play games and it bounces me around while I play games. So, we're not burning them out anytime soon, so I think I just have to skewer this one. And, like, next turn, Gutterbones plus Judith can, like, Spectacle Rix Maadi Reveler and, like, draw 3 cards. But, like, the question is, like, do I even have the velocity to, like, get through this, right? Like, I don't have Experimental Frenzy or Theater of Horrors in my main deck, so I'm not sure that we just, like, have the cards in our deck, period, to, like, push through what the opponent's doing. We did not. I made a bad choice and we died. And, like, while we're also, like, we just aren't racing on any metric here, right? We're, like, attacking with these cards and, like, we're just getting dumpstered. It's like, they're dumpstering our health total while we're also not making inroads on theirs. Are there no Lava Coils in this deck? Alright, we're gonna fix that after this match. That is something that should exist in here. I'm not sure why there's 4 Goblin Chain Whirlers and Fiery Cannonade. This deck just, like, literally doesn't have ways to kill Wild Growth Walker. I guess it's got Lightning Strike and Skewer, although Skewer is pretty kind of too slow. I'm going to cut Gutter Bones to just, like, can't trigger when they have a bunch of Ground Pounders. Yeah, I agree. Also, like, there's 4 Chain Whirlers in here on 14. Yeah, we're gonna cut all of these. These are just gonna straight get replaced with Lava Coil. And I'm gonna put a 4th discard spell in here as well. This card is hot nonsense with the mana base that this deck has. You need like 20 red sources is like the floor for a triple card like that. Ideally, you want 22 to 23. Awkward. Alright. I mean, this is, this deck has a curve. So the question here is, this might depend on what they do. Do I Judy on 2 or do I Theater on 2? If they have a creature on 2 that I don't want to attack into, I probably just Theater. Getting the card advantage going on their Theater sounds good. Seems ideal. I think I'm just gonna get Theater going here. Would you like to trade? You would. Wonder if we're gonna see them trophy the Theater of Horrors. Theater is play, so it includes lands. Yeah, Pestilent Spirits isn't a bad suggestion. There's 2 of those in the sideboard of the deck that I've worked on a little bit that's on my site. Yeah, the Judith Legend rule does in fact just deal 2, which is nice. Oh, yikes. If I'd have kept the land, I could have jammed Spawn of Mayhem. I don't know. I think I'm supposed to discard the land and just, like, get my gas quantity up here. They have Wild Growth Walker into Explore Creature, just like all the work we've done is gone. If they don't have an Explore Creature, we're actually probably in a pretty good spot. You're not wrong, Nefarious. Or like on Magic Online, there's a hotkey you can press, so when you hold the hotkey, you click the land and it automatically makes the first color of mana, so you don't have to click twice on each of your lands. Yikes. mean... Probably see Walker into Jade Light here. Yeah, the lack of customizable hotkeys on Arena is also kind of annoying. Magic Online does that well. Also, you can customize what your hotkeys are. Hey, Arthur, thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub there. I appreciate that. Welcome. Hope you're having a good one wherever you're at. Thanks for keeping me employed here. So I didn't attack with the Rix Maadi because if they blocked with this, I really didn't want to sacrifice Firebrand because Firebrand's going to be an easy way to trigger Spectacle next turn for both my Theater and the Rix Maadi in my hand. Also, if they blocked with the Jade Light Ranger and put this in their bin, it would give them an Explorer creature to get back with Memorial to Folly. And they get back an Explorer creature with Memorial to Folly, it's going to like gain them like 12 life here. So, like, putting their Jade Light or their Merfolk Branchwalker in their discard pile is actually a liability for me right now. Yeah, someone who mentioned they were having a problem with their sub, I would recommend checking and see if your sub got used on a different channel. First time drawing 3 at this one. Everybody needs a little Bedlam Reveler in their lives, right? Yikes, there goes our Theater of Horrors. Hey, Broogie, thanks for the brand new Prime support. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way, I appreciate that. Okay. Well. So, you're saying there's a chance. That's all I really need, chat. All I need's a chance. Judy! No! Judy! Judy's gonna be locked in her hand unless they shoot the experimental first. They got like dealer's choice on which scary enchantment they want to leave on the board, right?
Beasts are much much more reliable than humans.
CPM Fusion, is it possible anybody else that knows the login to your Twitch, your Amazon account would have linked it to their Prime, would have linked it to their Twitch channel? I'm pretty sure it's possible to link your... Oh, Judy goes to the theater. That's so good. Judy goes to the theater. Judy loves the theater, chat. Diagonal monkey. All right, all right.
Not dead yet.
Not, you literally just went to the graveyard. Who did the voice lines for these planeswalkers? I'm not dead yet. Like, I love the I'm not dead yet or it'll take more than that. Like, you're literally getting discarded. Who did this voice line? Please stop. I'm an innocent card. Please stop. Man, I'd kind of forgotten how good Experimental Frenzy is, chat. I'd honestly kind of forgotten how good this card is. Oh, I'd kind of forgot how good this... Someone earlier asked when I thought Magic Arena was coming to mobile. I present Exhibit A. Thanks, man. Yeah, I write every week there for them. I usually do a couple of deck breakdowns per set. Yeah, I think there should be Pestilent. The sideboard's hot garbage. We have a bunch of Chain Whirlers in here that we can never cast. We got like a Fiery Cannonade. We've got some Banefires, so I'm definitely gonna push the sideboard around here in a hot second. Finality me, stick a nail in the coffin. Triggers. Alright, this hand is very good. More importantly, the Firebrand here means that if they play Wild Growth Walker on one, I can Firebrand them and then Skewer there. And then Skewer their silly Wild Growth Walker. If they don't have a turn 2 play, we're probably just going to run them over. The fact that Experimental Frenzy and Theater of Horrors play nicely together is kind of gas. Yeah, I liked the Sultai list we ended up on. I'm going to be adding it to my website this weekend, I think, once I get some artwork done. So I'm going to sacrifice this to deal 2 to them, so that way I can go Skewer this, plus play other Fireblade Artist. Alright, please draw a land. Do you have another Explorer creature? They have another Explorer creature. Okay, so no more Explorer creatures. That's good. The fact they didn't draw lands here is annoying. I guess that means that I'm going to play Judy this turn. Okay, Theater, not bad. So now I can attack in here. They're going to at least 6. If they don't block, they go to 4. If they do block, they go to 6. Upstairs, thunk. This card's very powerful. I would be very surprised if a good Judith deck doesn't come out of the Mythic Championship. Yikes. Yikes. And by yikes, I mean play my lethal threat. Go. CPM Fusion, thank you for re-upping here. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you get some sleep. The late night newborn feeding sessions can definitely keep you up at times. So we do have a 4-turn clock. We do. Oh no! Oh no, giant jellyfish monster. Alright, well the good news is I get to double theater starting soon. They're going to play a 5-5. Actually, 5-5 here is a good size for me because it means after they attack me for 5, I'm going to be at 11 and I'm not dead on board. So that's nice. Okay, looking to draw a burn spell here. Burn spells are card advantage. Judy, something like that. We could kill them next turn if we draw like two deal 3s. There's one deal 3. Rix Maadi, huh? Don't mind me. I'll just be over here drawing 3 cards. I think they're all just probably worse than Phoenix decks, Smash Your Toe. The Phoenix decks are really busted. Arc-Light Phoenix is kind of like the Delver of Secrets Modern's always wanted. They're dead on board, so like they need a way to interact with something. And they don't have lethal, so just removal spell isn't good enough. That'll probably do pig. So need to hit a live one here. I got 2 shots at any burn spell because theater does 1, strike does 3, so need a deal 3 here. Need another lightning strike or a spectacle bolt. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Silly no skill mono red players and they're lucky. Alright, let's fix the sideboard up here a little bit before we play more games. Delver's legal in Modern, it's just not good. Delver is plenty legal, it's just not good. Oh, my last 2 cards. I think this card is just bad. Bill Mill with the brand new Prime support. Thank you very much. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month. I appreciate that. It's in my stream decker there. Look for the blue-green build. I'm gonna replace that with Footlight Fiend. Yeah, I like Footlight Fiend a lot. It's easier to cast on one too. Oh, I wanted Pestilent Spirit. Good call. Good call. I wanted Pestilent Spirit. Yeah, that's the one. 2 of those sound great. Actually, let's go to a 3rd one of those and just like cut the silly bedevil. Like the look of that a lot. Now, we already have a bunch of ways to generate card advantage. Between Rix Maadi and Theater and Experimental Frenzy, I don't think more card advantage is what we're really looking for. I guess I'll keep... Footlight's the answer to the question, would you play 8 diagonal goblins if you could? The answer is like, yeah, I guess I would. Yeah, I would. Okay. I think I want to do this. Do I want to ditch the second Rix or the Goblin Instigator? I think I want to ditch the Goblin Instigator here. I think it's the Goblin Instigator. Like, playing the 2/2 here means their 1/1 can't attack for free. Let the mayhem begin, baby. Let the mayhem begin. And by that I mean, where's the tribunal? I know I've upset them. Really? Okay. Alright. Alright. I think I want to block the lifelinker. I think I want to block the lifelinker. Oh gosh. This card is so good at enabling spectacle. That's kind of unreal. Then I'm gonna leave my 2/2 back to keep their board in check. Sure. Card. It feels really good to be playing a deck that just doesn't care about Adanto Vanguard. Just like, Adanto Vanguard? Nah, no big deal. And this card draws you a card even when your hand's empty. You just get a freebie here. Yep, I'm gonna hold on to that in case we draw another Reveler. Nah, let's play it. Go. Okay, that was kind of gas. That was kind of gas. All right, on the draw, what am I doing on the draw here? What do we think about just cutting Fireblade Artist for Lava Coil? Just like turn into more removal spells? Is that unreasonable? I think that seems reasonable, right? Now, I actually think Instigator's pretty good here, because the opponent's deck has a lot of 1/1s in it. Instigator can basically be a 2-for-1. I expect them to board out Adanto Vanguard, but if they don't, it's absurd against that card as well. I think we're the control deck on the draw. I think we're the control deck, which makes Theater better. That's true. So, like, if we're the control deck, boarding in some card advantage is not terrible. Maybe I trim Rix Maadi. give this a try. Sure. Well, the Izreth deck, I think, is more of a mid-range deck, but that was also the name given by the submitter. We have like a solid curve here, right? Like we go Lava Coil into Judy into Spawn of Mayhem. Wow, they left in a Danto Vanguard. All right, deal. I guess it's less bad on the play. That seems super loose in the aggro mirror. Now, I think status is pretty narrow. So they have 5, 6, 7, 8 permanents at the moment. But enjoying the standard streams lately, and I'm 5 cards away from making a center deck on Arena. Nice, Bilbo. Yeah, the standard, it's just such a good standard format. And it's been a hot second since we could say that, but it's nice to be able to say it. I could be cute and like try and get this inside of combat, but I think I just want to do this so that way if they have another Deputy of Detention, I can then get it inside of combat. Yeah, it gets bigger too, yep. I'm not going to Lightning Strike right now because I want to play around Spell Pierce. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I just go ahead and attack for 6 here. 7. Sorry. Oh, this card has so much text on it. Baffling end this one. Yeah, the overlay is also excellent. Sure. Oh my god, it's exactly lethal because of the spawn trigger. Holy crap. They had to put 2 permanents into play. Yikes. Way to betray me, Spawn. Way to betray me. Good line, yep. Spawn's killed me about 30% of the game. I've resolved it. Yikes, we were so far ahead, too. That's fine. We can take the next game on the play, right? line. Good line. I did shoot myself, just not in the way you all wanted me to. Yeah, I think I'm happy. So I sideboarded. I'm gonna run it back. Close game. Close game. I don't know how Arena handles it, but in Paper Magic, you'd play a game 4. If you're 1-1 and you draw the third game, you play a game 4. There's a game 4. Okay, I can't. Yeah, I can't imagine that. So it's funny, we refer to it, and that's the extra funny thing, like the whole best of 1 versus best of 3 argument. From an actually perspective, Magic isn't best of 3, it's first to 2 wins. Is the technically correct aspect of it. I think I keep this. I don't know. It's not good. Basic island on 1. Well, that can't be good for them. Right on time, Diagonal Goblin. Welcome to the party. Yeah, I think Firebrand's great. The fact that, like, with Judith, it turns into a shock. Like, you're in the market to play Raging Goblin, right? Like, 1-1 with haste for 1 sounds great. And, like, the fact that it's upside and, like, random reach that enables your other stuff later is fantastic. Well, I'm not about to be blocking, so I think I'm going to go ahead and attack. Poor Judy. Very exiled. That's probably the game. Mr. Benelli is pretty strong. I guess if we hit like theater, we could be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this 1-1, I think. Only them gain life. The spectacle animation doesn't show your opponent. That's a one-sided animation. Your opponent doesn't see the spectacle animation in your hand. Okay. This is the best draw on the deck. Yep. You know, they keep pausing here. I wonder if they have a Spell Pierce. It feels like they might have a Spell Pierce. Where did you want me to use the Lightning Strike? I'm not playing it now because I think they have a Spell Pierce. They do also have a Danto in play, but like there's really no reason to play into a Spell Pierce, but I can afford to play around it. Odds they play subtle. Low enough that I'm not playing around it. This thing flamples. I definitely haven't played with this card enough. Definitely the first time flample has come up. Why do so many flying creatures have trample today? I don't understand. Why are there so many flying creatures with trample? Just mono flamplers. Do I want to change anything? I think I'm happy with what we did. I think I'm happy. I'm gonna run it again. I think we're just gonna run it again. Gosh, if we run hot, we could be diamond, chat. All the hands with 6 spells look so good. All the hands with 6 spells look good. The 6 is also good. I will keep the skewer. Guildgate. Nope. Let me, for people who really don't understand how this system works, nobody is going to stumble into Mythic top 8. The people who get into Mythic top 8 are going to be grinding their butts off to be there. You're not gonna be like, oops, I made top 8. Best deck for best of 3, the one you enjoy. If they don't have Gates Ablaze like this turn, we're probably gonna run them down. Yeah, that's actually probably true. The people who make top 8 are probably going to be teams of people who are all playing on the same account. Trying to get my hand empty here so I can get Rix Maadi going. So if they sweep the board this turn, they'll take 4 down to 3, and then we have a bunch of burn spells that kill them. That's technically illegal. I think win trading's pretty unlikely with how many people are playing. I think people worried about win trading, that's pretty unlikely. I think shared accounts are far more likely to be the thing that gets abused. I mean, like, how do they prove, like, people don't, like, what if everybody's in the same town, right? What if they're smart and they use VPNs? Oh, you're right. It does draw. We talked about that earlier, right? It draws even if you play nothing. Yeah, good call. I should have an extra land in play, which is super relevant here. Thank you for pointing that out. M Grave, thank you for the 2-month resub there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Correct, yeah. What if they all live in the same house? There's lots of ways around it. There isn't a good way to track that, which is why a ladder system like they're doing to qualify, like, isn't a good metric for qualification, in my opinion. That's probably the best they could do with the time that they have. Are the gates ablaze? What's the deal here? Yeah, I agree, Navier. I don't think they had a way. I don't think they had a way to run a qualifier tournament. Smark. I had low expectations for this deck coming into this set of games, and I can pleasantly say that my expectations have been exceeded. I really feel like this is doing much better than I was expecting. I agree, B-Rich. Hopefully they do, like, there's, like, a mythic tournament that you do that then qualifies you for another thing. And we beat a sweeper. Yep, we got Gates to Blades and they still died. Yeah, do we want Theater and Frenzy? I think we want Theater and Frenzy, right? Do I cut my burn? Is that crazy to just cut the burn? Do I want to get rid of my reach? I think that, like, the reach doesn't kill their creature, so it's, like, just purely reach. I mean, I have lots of ways to deal damage. What's a mid-range deck, someone asked. So the best way to describe a mid-range deck is a mid-range deck is a deck that assumes different roles and different types of matchups. So against an aggro deck, mid-range decks tend to be controlling. And against control decks, mid-range decks tend to be aggressive. And the types of draws that the mid-range deck has can determine which role it takes in a matchup. If you're a newer Magic player and you've never read the article, Who's the Beatdown, that's definitely something that's worth a read. I think boarding out the reach is important. Like, stealing game one with it is fine, but, like, I think in general it's, like, not what we're looking to do. That was the best draw. Yay, 1-drops. Alright, so if I draw a third land next turn, I'm going to play Goblin Instigator. If I don't draw a third next turn, I'm going to play Fireblade Artist. And the reason why there's a difference here is the third land guarantees that I can play Judith on turn 3, which means I want more bodies in play if I'm going to guaranteed get to play Judith, because Judith gives all my bodies more power. So, like, while Judith isn't strictly a combo with token creatures, she does still have some synergy because more bodies means more things to give extra points of attack to. So we're attacking them for 6 here down to 13. And if they sweep the board, they're going to take 4 down to 9 from the 3 Judy triggers plus the Footlight. And we've still got plenty of creatures left back to gas back up with. Ideally, we're looking to draw a 1 or 2 mana spell next turn, so that way we can play Fireblade Artist plus a second spell and generate a 2-spell turn. Hey, Lucas, thanks for the 3-month resub. I appreciate the quarter of a year. Welcome back. So, the Artist is more damage in the course of 2 turns, but it's less over the course of the long term. And also, saving the Artist is better post-sweeper because it gets to apply pressure right away. Yeah, that's the article. That's written by Mike Flores, right? Yep, command sounds great for that. Thank you. Yay, mods. Yay, mods. Alright, so land. Do I just Rix Maadi, get rid of this other Rix Maadi? I think so. I think so. So, if they don't have the Life Gain Angel next turn, they're going to be very dead. Because I get to play Judy, put them to 1, and then, like, I have 2 Judith triggers if they try and kill my board. Yikes. Alright, well, that does mean they still can't sweep me, right? Because I'm putting them to 3, and I'll have 3 Judy triggers. And I don't think they can Angel and Sweeper, right? If they Angel, they gain a metric ton, though. They're going to gain 12 up to 16, which is probably close to unbeatable. Sweeper plus Plaza is real good here. I feel like they might not have the sweeper if they're not just jamming it. Yeah, Vanish of Pyromancer might be better. The answer is a viewer submitted this deck list, so I don't really have strong opinions one way or the other. Alright, so they're still dead on board, right? They're going to 6 and I have 6 power, so like trying to draw like a Lava Coil here. I'm going to sacrifice this and get my extra 2 in here, just in case. Cheeky. Cheeky. They were so close. Instigator also has synergy with the Fireblade Artist here. Oh, chat. Oh, chat, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous, chat. If we win, we'll be diamond. I assume the only possible assumption here is that we're about to lose 4 matches in a row. That's the only natural conclusion from this point. They must have drawn the angel off the explosion draw. All right, seems real good. The Natural Conclusion's dropping back to gold. Jeff Diamond, the long lost brother to Neil. Oh, Garden Variety Troll, your name is so relevant sometimes. So very relevant. All of the widgets that I use on screen, the chat box, my alerts, this little thing next to me, this is all Streamlabs. Streamlabs.com. Cumulative variant states we're due to lose 4 matches. Don't it? Don't it, though? That's a big boy. That is a big boy. I would like to trade with your 5/4. Attack. Please block. Please block. Sure. Yep. All right, another diagonal goblin here. How do you feel about just killing their board here? Is that unreasonable? You think I just attack here? I could pump the brakes too. That's not a very Rakdos thing to say. Pump the brakes, that's not very Rakdos of you. Alright, so we want to draw We want to draw the Spectacle Bolt here. Close. Yeah, Bin the Crisis must mean they have a Crisis in hand and drawing to another one, right? Yikes. Probably dead. Pestilent Spirit seems excellent. Lava Coil seems good. Is it crazy to cut Judith? I guess our floor is pretty high. This is 22 creatures. This seems fine. This seems fine, right? I think this seems good. I'm gonna do this. It's like technically a 3. And you have not. How do you live in a place where Chipotle exists and you've never had it before? Chipotle is wonderful. Truly, truly wonderful. There. Okay, right on time, Footlight Fiend. Excellent. That can stay there. I'm gonna put this into play. I'm gonna go ahead and play. I'm going to play Footlight Fiend on 2, so that way I can attack on 3 into a blocker, and it can trigger and deal damage to them, and then I can play Spawn of Mayhem out. Bluffed it. Don't lava coil me, bro. Don't lava coil me, bro. Don't. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Let's get spectacle. Spectacle. I wanna get spectacle. Let's get into spectacle. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. To set a bar that's low, this is the best Spawn of Mayhem deck I have played in this format. I have not been impressed with Spawn of Mayhem year to date, but he's been very good in this deck today. We want to draw a land for the turn, so that way Rix Maadi Reveler could just like draw us 3 and not feel bad about discarding something good. Perfect. I would like the record to reflect that we won the match that Spawn of Mayhem killed us in. I want Spawn of Mayhem to have an accurate record. The one match the game he killed us, we still won the match.
How this thing? Get that out of here.
Upstairs. Upstairs. Alright, chat. I need everyone in chat to channel their energy into our opponent mulliganing to 4. We just need one mulligan and die, and we will be into diamond. I just need everyone's energy to make our opponent mulligan to 4. None of that good games of Magic crap. We want them to mulligan and concede, okay? That's all we need to happen here. That's all we need. None of this close. nail-biting decision. Just mulligan to 4. All right. Oh, I think they kept 7. Gosh, why are we so unlucky, chat? They kept 7. This is completely unreasonable. We do, however, have a diagonal goblin to start things off, so. Shuffler, confirmed broken. Look at that. That goblin was the little lightning bolt that could. Who says you can't play lightning bolt in standard? Alright, don't crushing cannon me or incubation me or whatever. Oh, second steel leaf is brutal. Red source, red source, red source. Footlight Fiend. Alright, so... Huh. What if I skewer the critics? If I skewer the critics, they go to 11. Spawn hits them to 7. Spawn hits them to 6. I kill them next turn. So I think I'm on the no Vivian plan. I think I'm on the no Vivian plan. Because they're only attacking for 10, which means the spawn will put me to 1. So if they don't kill the spawn, they're dead next turn. So the hope is we get to untap with the spawn. The final countdown. We're dead to climb of Hadana. Yeah, this is the play to win line. We're never beating climb. We're never beating climb. Climb, Vivian, these cards kill us. Like, we can't answer these 5/4s, so we just need to hope they don't have things, and then that we kill them in the air next turn. It's a good step. It's a step in the right direction. That is a step in the right direction. That's a super conservative attack. God bless. God bless. Oh, yeah. Guide me, Spawn. Guide us to victory. We are the diamond. Look at us. Look at us. Look at how professional we are, chat. Nothing but professionalism. Nothing but professionalism. All right. I always like, we've a little over an hour with this deck. I always like to end on a high note. That's the highest note we could get. The deck pulled us kicking and screaming into diamond, chat. So my conclusion is that it has to be perfect because it managed to get me into diamond. If this deck can get me into diamond, it pretty much probably can get anyone into diamond. All right. Final actual thoughts on the wrap up. This actually finally felt like a Spawn of Mayhem deck that I wasn't embarrassed to be playing. Talking again about specific cards, Rix Maadi Reveler is like really impressive. This card is great. Like, we played this in Jundwhirler and it was very powerful and it was quite fantastic here as well. I feel like we got the sideboard to a pretty reasonable spot. Lava Coil was obviously good in a couple of matches where we had it in. I think Pestilent Spirit, while we didn't get to see this card, this was a card that I was very happy with in other builds of red-black. So if you're someone like me who's been looking for a Spawn of Mayhem deck, maybe this is it. Another thing to comment on is I think I've been undervaluing Experimental Frenzy and some of the other aggressive decks I've been building. So I've been jamming 4 Theater of Horrors in every red-black aggro deck. And the split of Frenzy and Theater was very, very good when it came up in the match where we had both of them in. So I kind of like the 2-2 split here on these if you're going to have 4 slots dedicated to card advantage in a red-black deck like this. They work well together, yeah, right? Like, multiple Frenzies aren't good together, but, like, Frenzy plus Theater, like, does work together. So, like, even if you think, like, this card is the better of the two, like, the second Frenzy really sucks. So, like, having a Theater on top of Frenzy seems good. All right, what are we moving on? So, we're moving on to Black-Red, another Black-Red deck. Black-Red Isreth up next here. Ooh. This is, someone asked earlier what classifies the last one as aggro, and this is Black-Red Isreth. This deck's more of a mid-range deck. Although I might clean up some of the details here before we start. Where is it? Not playing Enforcer in this deck is criminal. This card is really, really good. And Fireblade Artist does not really have synergy here. I might just get straight up 4 of these in here. Hey, Mr. T. Thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around and shipping your Bezo bucks back again. Yeah, we're also at a rank floor, so like it doesn't matter what we do for the rest of the day because we can't drop back down into platinum. This card curving into Plaguecrafter is like also pretty sweet too. Do I just cut Squire? Is Dire Fleet good enough? This card seems... I think I'd rather have the Explore creatures to like hit my lands consistently. I think I'd rather just have 4 Enforcers. I think that's the only thing I'm going to change before we play some games. What's the sideboard look like? I only have two Bedevils in the 75. A Steel Wolf with the 2-month Prime resub, welcome back. And then Sword of the Storms with the brand new Twitch Prime. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way, folks. I appreciate that. I think I want 4 Bedevils in the 75. Alright, I need to run to the restroom really quick, and when I get back, we're going to play some matches with this. We got a bunch of other decks coming up today, so thanks for hanging out, folks. Hey, Chicken Wina, thank you very much for the brand new Prime Sword. I appreciate that. Welcome back, folks. Let's stand up, shall we? We just got to Diamond, we should be hyped. Bounce a little bit. Hey, Slayers, thanks for the 3 months. I appreciate the quarter of a year. Welcome back. I'm almost always in pajamas. Anyway, I put pants up, actual pants on if I have to like go outside, and sometimes not even then, honestly.